Kogi State Governor Yahaya Bello has presented an estimated budget of over 172 billion naira for the year 2023 for consideration by the members of the State House of Assembly. The 2023 budget, tagged Budget of Transformation, according to Governor Bello, is higher by 4,788,825,095 naira compared to the 2022 budget, thus representing a 2.86% increase, in which, as against an estimated outlay of over 167 billion naira approved budget for year 2022. Our reporter, Faith Abdulgafar, has more.
Governor Bello in his budget speech disclosed that the budget is targeted at achieving the desired peace, security, infrastructure development, healthcare delivery and quality education. The 2023 budget, tagged Budget of Transformation, according to Governor Bello, is higher by over 400 billion naira compared to the 2022 budget.
Our 2022 budget of accelerated result has been fulfilling so far in terms of what we have been able to accomplish with it despite drawbacks. And before I present the 2023 draft budget, I wish to give you brief highlights of its performance as a close of work on September 30th, 2022. The total revised budget for the year 2022 was 167.3 billion for both recurrent and capital expenditures. The approved recurrent revenue for the year 2022 was 113.3 billion, out of which 65.5 billion was collected as at the end of September 2022, representing 57.81% performance. The revised capital receipt for the same period was 53.9 billion, out of which 19.2 billion was realized, representing 35.59% performance as at the end of September 2022. A total sum of 100.71 billion was approved as recurrent expenditure in 2022, out of which the sum of 64.69 billion was spent as at September 2022, representing 64.21% performance. The approved revised capital expenditure for 2022 was 66.58 billion, out of which the sum of 22.58 billion was expended as of September 2022, representing 33.41% performance. Despite shortfalls in funding, the 2022 budget, we still recorded above average completion in projects, policies, and targets set off for the period.
Governor Bello also referred to the budget as the people's budget and said the 2023-2025 multi-year budget is premised on zero-based budgeting principles and is tailored towards the actualization of the state development plans.
Our objective for focusing on these sectors is to make the state a healthy tourist center, enhance the creation of new job opportunities for Kogi State, especially youth and women, and create a well-secured polity that will boost commerce, trade and investment in spite of the prevailing circumstances elsewhere. Another objective that will quickly become clear as the House scrutinizes this budget proposal is our resolve to end Kogi State overdependence on federation accounts for our incomes. This is a trend we must begin to end, and no time is better than the present. Now that we understand better why today's event is holding at the Speaker's Lodge instead of the purpose-built facilities of the Kogi State House of Assembly, let me make an undertaking that your destroyed chambers will be built back better and that you will soon be able to sit there again to discharge your duties.
Governor Bello further explained that the budget would ensure food security, exploit the full potential of the economy.
This brief budget speech is not the place to present a full list of all that we have built or innovated or accomplished in pursuit of our mandate as a government. Suffice it to say that our new direction administration has justified and will continue to justify the confidence that Kogi State have reposed in us. Our year 2023 budget draft is designed for enhanced mobilization of internally generated revenue, collection of debt owed us by the federal government, recovery of state equity share in Obajana Cement Company, provision of a more conducive environment for our developmental partners from all over the world to contribute to the state's economy. Also, this instrument is drafted to further attract private sector investments to the state, encourage public-private partnership, enhance completion of ongoing projects while bringing on board new as time and funds will permit, and most importantly, eliminate wastes and leaks from the state revenue value chain. This is why, as stated earlier, this draft budget for 2023 is proposed as a budget of transformation. The key assumptions informing our projections for the year 2023 are contained in the table below. The national inflation at 17.16%, national real GDP growth 3.35%, the state inflation, state GDP growth, state GDP actual, oil production benchmark of about 1.69 million per barrel, oil price bench of $17 per barrel, and exchange rate of about 435 to the dollar.
The 2023 budget, which has a recurrent expenditure of over 101 billion naira, representing 58.87% of the budget, has over 70 billion naira as capital, representing 47.13% of the budget, also aims at establishing the necessary framework for a robust mining and solid minerals sector, improve the road work in urban and rural areas, as well as improve the quantity, quality, and access to safe water for domestic, commercial, and industrial uses.
We have administrative sector with an allocation of 48 billion, 18 million, 416,023, representing 27.94%. Economic sector with an allocation of 53 billion, 740 million, 42,951 naira, representing 31.23%. Law and justice sector has allocation of 7 billion, 131 million, 229,533 naira, representing 4.14%. The social sector has an allocation of 63 billion, 139 million, 98,785 naira, representing 36.69%, making a total allocation of 171 billion, 90 million, 787,292 naira, making 100%. Mr. Speaker, sir, honorable members, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me now present to you the year 2023 budget, draft budget for your consideration and approval. The total budget package for the year 2023 is 172 billion, 90 million, 787,292 naira, as against 167 billion, 301 million, 962,197 naira approved in the revised budget of year 2022. which is an increase of 4,788,822,095 naira, or 2.86% when compared with the 2022 approved revised budget.
Earlier, the Speaker of the House of Assembly, Matthew Kolawole, commended the administration of Governor Yahaya Bello.
May I reiterate once again that these achievements registered by the 7th Assembly are clearly product of Your Excellency's cooperation and support to the House, especially during our recent moment of grief when the House got engulfed with fire. Premises are on this. I want to appreciate and commend Your Excellency for this strenuous, harmonious working relationship between the legislative and executive arm of government in our dear state. As a young and a dynamic political player who have demonstrated uncommon leadership capacity, may I assure Your Excellency, sir, that your future political dream is not over. We shall continue to pursue same of placing Kogi State ahead of other without compromise. For judicious use of the limited state resources, which had paved way for certain infrastructural development in the state, I want to say big thank you for rewarding architectural phase of the state headquarters with the first flyover bridge, accompanied with rehabilitation of inter-road networks in Lokoja, Kaba, Ida, Ampa, etc. The reference hospital Okene, an uncommon edifice with the state-of-the-art equipment and rehabilitation of the specialist hospital Lokoja, establishment of a functional faculty of health science at the Prince Abubakar Abdul University, Ayamba, the ultramodern diagnostic health facility at Gigo, and a germane achievement that are people-centered project that require our appreciation as representative of the people. In the same vein, the establishment of Confluence University of Science and Technology, Osara, which did not only bring university education closer to our doorsteps, but provide employment opportunity to our people, cannot be eulogized at a better time than now, when the budgetary provision for more projects in the present is being presented before the House.
And named the first flyover after him.
Few among the numerous reasons why, as representatives of the people, we owe you gratitude. The flyover bridge is indeed a monumental achievement with a live historical consequences. On this premise, I wish to move that the flyover, the first ever flyover bridge in Lokoja in Kogi State, be named GYB flyover. Those in favor of this motion say aye. Aye. Those who against say nay. The ayes have it.
Kogi Governor Bello commended the Assembly for passing over 100 bills into law. Faith Abdul Ghaffar reporting for MSC TV.